Alright, so let's see how we get on here. We've got a decent starting setup. Oh, interesting. I'm guessing you're going to share the same links. Oh, no. Oh, you have Cold Judgment. So you have every link active on this setup. That's pretty good. Sadly, not a lot of Rainbow Orbs, though, for the first turn. Always going to be the problem with this guy. Until we get a good Rainbow Orb changer for super bosses, that's going to be the biggest issue. But yeah, I feel like his team can do very, very well in this event. We just need to... We get some build up at the start. We get our transformation. We can handle the STR phase very nicely. Yeah, physical base Goku Black Easy A. Imagine if he was like, if he Easy A'd now, so that he was runnable and was like a Rainbow Orb changer. That would be so good. But yeah, we'll be trying Rose out on a bunch of different teams. I already said that in like the previous video and stuff, but like we want to try his team versus a couple of these big events. Yeah, it's funny how Int Goku Black can actually be pretty good on this team. You can get some stacks in early on, and then the domain buff from physical Rose transforming does give him a pretty significant increase as well. So he can actually be pretty good. Obviously, it helps if you get additionals, though. But... yeah, see, again, we just got no... We can get one Rainbow Orb here. We'll try and keep as many of them around as we can, but... It's not even the fact that we're just not getting to use the ones that are on the field. It's like we're just not getting any actually even appear. So... See, at least he didn't get stunned, because now he's not going to do a lot of damage because he's sealed. But by getting off attacks, he at least has... he gets those 30% defense raises from his passive with each attack that he does. Whether it's a normal or a super. Which is good, but... Yeah, we need a big Super Bosses Rainbow Orb changer. Even with the Super Bosses units that are available on JP, there isn't really like a crazy Orb changer. But that's what will really take this team like over the top. Whereas for now, we'll start getting like one Rainbow Orb. Once we get the domain, though, of course, and we transform. Broly Trio, they don't create Rainbow Orbs, do they? Or is it they only create orbs when you're below a certain amount of HP, I think. Also, of course, Tech Omega Slot 1 supering all the time is kind of annoying. But being that he doesn't hit the hardest, with the damage reduction he gets, Physical Rose can tank it reasonably well. Obviously, we saw in the Versus Fusion Zamasu run that he can't really tank Slot 1 supers from really hard-hitting bosses very well. Because despite having 60% damage reduction in slot 1, he only has like 250k defense start of turn. So, yeah, in Goku Black getting an additional here. He is lowering attack as well, which is nice. Yeah, I thought then they create physical orbs. Yeah. Yeah, Tech Janemba transformed, but like you don't really ever want to transform Tech Janemba. Tech Janemba's easy A, then make him a Rainbow Orb changer in base. Same with Bicon, and then boom. Okay, so this way Rose can still get big bad bosses. We can get Super Saiyan 3 Rose to get another super. Although, of course, I realised this, straight away realised this exposes us to the risk of the fact that Super Saiyan 3 Rose might not guard. But, I mean, this guy has been attack lowered a bunch. And he did guard anyway, so it's all good. Oh, boy. Of course he guarded. And then he's going to transform on the next turn. As you notice, we're on turn 4. We couldn't use the domain. It's because Super Saiyan 3 Rosé, the full team has to be... the full rotation has to be Super Bosses. But ideally, because it only lasts for a certain number of turns, we don't really want to use the domain on the tech phase. So... yeah, if Chi-Lai was Super Boss's character, because people would run Chi-Lai on Zamasu's team when he first dropped, for like the Scouter and everything. If she was on Super Bosses, that would be super useful, because she'd be supporting the team, have the Scouter, like, that would just be very beneficial, but... sadly, no. That's right, AGL Zamasu should finish off Omega here, despite the type disadvantage. He's got Big Bad Bosses active. Then we'll be in the STR phase, and this is where we can see... oh, come on, bro, really? Oh, my God. He really did, like, no damage without Kreeing. That's crazy. You hate to see it. Yeah, true. Lemo is the big bad boss, though. That is true. Alright, well, we're not going to use your domain, then, because... we'll try and get another stack for Int Rosé. Of course... watch him slot 1 super and stun Rosé or Seal. Either way, it means we don't get another stack. Don't do it. Yeah, nice. There you go. This Int Rosé still got such great animations. But yeah, the more attacks we can get with him, the better. I mean, honestly, the rotation of him and the physical Rosé, when the physical Rosé is transformed, is pretty good. So... and then we get Super Saiyan 3 Rosé to transform. Now, it doesn't matter that we don't have crossover allies, because once he goes full power, he just has guaranteed guard. Does mean we will float him off, though, because, you know, we want to have Big Bad Bosses active for you. It's cool that you can do this and he has every link active, but... although, this could work out quite nicely, because then he eats the AoEs before he attacks. So actually, yeah, that works out really nicely. Because Omega's only AoEing in slot 1, so we don't have to worry about Zamasu eating a slot 1 super. And now everyone's about to get the buff from the domain. Well, apart from Super Saiyan 3 Rosé. Because the domain does only buff super bosses. So I like using Rosé on this team, Super Saiyan 3 Rosé, because he does get the 200% leader skill, but he's not getting, like, the full buff. Right, so there's nowhere... oh, there's 3 rainbow orbs there. Is this going to move them down? I don't want to risk that, so let's do that. Yeah, there we go. 3 rainbow orbs for our boy. And then... let's grab these. Alright, so this should be a pretty strong turn for this team on this stage here. Because, yeah, Rosé getting the damage reduction before he supers. Super Saiyan 3 Rosé getting the dodge. I mean, he has guard, but he's not the best at taking AoEs because he gets so much defense on super. Yeah, double digits on Zamasu from the super attack. But yeah, this is where we can see Rosé do his stuff, right? So this is Rainbow Rosé. This is Toons Rosé. Rainbow, full level 10 links. We got our 3 rainbow orbs. So... let's see what he's got in him. 5.1 to start. Obviously, the first super's always going to be the lower one, right? We've got to start getting that build up. So... I'm up to 12.8. Come on, give me the hidden potential as well. Yeah, let's go. 15.7. And then we got another additional normal. So yeah, all those attacks. Remember, every single one of those attacks is giving him 33% extra attack and defense as well. Whether it's a normal or a super, that's part of like the build up of his passive. And then good old full power Rosé at the end here, 11 million attack. Sadly no crits, but yeah, pretty strong. Is that 2 group attacks? 1 group attack. I don't really want to risk Int Rosé getting a super in slot 1, but I do want him to get more build up. How much defense does he have? 680k. I think he should be okay. And then get 2 rainbow orbs for you. Grab some same type orbs here. Nice. In Rose with the dodge. He's up to 9.4 now. I mean, his defense is pretty good, considering. I mean, we didn't get a lot of additionals throughout the run or anything. But... hey, there you go. Now he's up to 11.1. This rotation of him and the other Rose, like, together, with the domain active as well, so they're getting that buff, looks pretty nice. Alright, well, there's our rainbow orbs. In orbs for you. Tech orbs even. In orbs for you. Which means we can get the Dokkan attack next turn. Alright, so we've got type advantage and 66% damage reduction in slot 1 here. Yeah, 86k. So yeah, against an int boss, I mean, Omega obviously not the hardest hitting boss, but like, yeah, works out quite nicely. And he loses his damage reduction after he attacks, but there's no other attacks for him here, so that works out very nicely for us. Yeah, I think one super bosses does get some really good buffs. I mean, also, I guess with part of Rose's leader skill being corroded body and mind. Again, the Tech Janemba EZA could be really good for this team. Because as a slot 3 unit, remember, Janemba raises defense on super, he has guard. If you're getting the right orbs, he's not only providing support, but he can get damage reduction for himself. Like, he'd be a great slot 3 floating support unit for this team. But he obviously needs his EZA to be runnable. 16.7. And then there you go, 19.8. So this is what Rose can do on his good turns. And then, yeah, Tomb with the full crit build. And then in comes Zamasu, 21 million. With a 10 million damage crit. You love to see that. Good stuff. Int Zamasu, of course, works really nicely on this team because you always have the full Realm of Gods rotation. So he's always got his full buffs. He heals on super. His defense is decent. Like, because he's tanking the Int Omega AoEs for double digits pre-super. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's not what he's on the team for, right? Gives us the nice heal. Tanks the hits. Beautiful. Alright, so we got... oh, it's only one AoE. What's the bet he's going to super in slot 1? I would like to let Int Rose get the glory here. He's at 900k defense, but probably should do this, really. But there you go. We'll go ahead and do this. And then we should, well, I mean, we'll definitely finish off. Yeah, of course he did. We're definitely gonna finish him off here. So, and based on what the transformed one took, he should take, what, a little over 100k? 140, okay. Man, it's such a shame that the domain doesn't buff Super Saiyan 3 Rose. He'd be so much more powerful. It'd be crazy. I love how like all the buffs that he's been getting recently. Like on JP, so much of the anniversary content is good for him because you're fighting a Goku or a Super Saiyan Blue enemy. So, yeah, it's funny. I guess physical Rose is not a good unit to get the Dokkan attack with because his first attack of the turn is the weak one. So if he actually if the enemy had enough health for him to then do all his additionals, like if it was a turn where you got 3 rainbow orbs, the last attack he does of the turn would probably end up hitting harder than the Dokkan attack, which is kind of funny. Oh yeah, I mean, he does still hit pretty hard, but yeah, Rose, of course, in slot 1, 60% damage reduction, type advantage. He's only rocking like 300k defense, but yeah, I mean, still up to 10 mil by the time he does the extra attack here. Oh, and then he goes again. 13 mil. So there you go. He's just going to finish him off. I think this is my one, right? Because Toons is the one that's transformed. Does he still get the 10% from the domain, though? Because I thought it was worded like the leader skill, where it says, like, an and 10% if they're extreme. So I thought they have to be super bosses and extreme. Do they not? If they don't, then obviously that is good. But I thought that was because of the way it's worded. But yeah, Toon Rose did a lot with all the crits. You love to see it. So yeah, Rose's team very, very good against Omega. Rose, we didn't get quite the level of Crazy Turn that I got for the short, but we got close. I mean, he almost got a 20 mil on that last super for the transformed one. Units like Int Goku Black still did pretty well during this run as well. Our boy Super Saiyan 3 Rose. I will never stop enjoying using that unit. He's so good. Now, where is my team? Let's have a look what the domain thing is. Yes, it says super bosses, enemies and allies 10%, plus an additional attack and defense 10% for characters who are also extreme class. So I believe it has to be extreme. No, because like Kefla and Ribria, the Ribrian LR and stuff like that there, yeah. So it's, as far as I know, you have to be super bosses and extreme. But yeah, either way, team works really well. Like Super Saiyan 3 Rose is good enough on the team that it doesn't really matter. If he doesn't get the buff from the domain, he's still super good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. The team definitely good against Omega, but, you know, needs work for sure. We still need that dedicated Rainbow Orb Changer, but, you know, it is what it is. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.